Scriptures I say, a chapter a day, that will keep you away from vanities of humanity.
Yeah, bless everybody, it's your boy Virtuous here, and today I want to talk about my baptism testimony. I got baptised 2 weeks ago now. It was 2 weeks ago on the Saturday, on the Sabbath. I got baptised, and I went to a home church, and I just want to talk about how I've been feeling since the baptism. So basically, after the baptism, I noticed that there was it felt like there was a light within myself, my spirit, shining out of my eyes. I can't describe it. It was it felt like there was a deep spiritual cleansing to my spirit, not to my body. My spirit felt like it was being cleansed, and it's like there was a burst of golden light inside of me that was shining out my eyelids. I felt like a sort of a warmth come over me, within me, a comforting, nourishing warmth around me throughout the day. Obviously I went to one of the home churches. Afterwards I met the congregation, some really cool people, met a really nice batch of people, and we prayed facing the east. We were facing the east, and we prayed facing Israel, and a wave of heat hit us. So it was a very supernatural experience. You know, I felt very tired, and I still, to be honest with you now, I still feel have felt tired since. I feel like it's like an elastic band had snapped and pinged, and it's like from the baptism, it's like all of the certain stress and tension and things that was within myself and around myself that was causing me so much torment. From, as you may well have known from watching the other videos, I was involved in the New Age and the occult. I was astral projecting. I wasn't doing tarot card readings, but I was watching tarot card readings and paying for a few readings at one point. I was messing about with crystals. I was doing so many different New Age and occult practices. I feel like there was a massive weight lifted off me, and a harmony and peace that sort of came and washed over me, my spirit more than anything. But I also felt very tired, because it's like something snapped in the spiritual realm. And imagine being if you're working out and you get fatigue in your muscles, and you keep working out and then you stop, you feel that fatigue in your muscles, and it's kind of like there was a spiritual fatigue that followed. And I've basically just been going into a fast now since the baptism, fasting and praying and reading the word, and seeking the Father, seeking Yah, seeking the Lord, and just cleansing myself and healing myself and bring myself back into harmony and balance, and trying to read the word more. And I do feel good, and yes, I recommend it. Was it life-changing? I'd say spiritually you'll feel a massive difference and a change in how you feel, but I wouldn't say that it necessarily spurred me on to go street preaching or anything like that. This is something that I want to do as time goes on, and I've prayed, and the Father's told me He wants me to eventually evangelize, street preach. As you may have known from my previous videos, that I do music as well, so I'm doing rapping, and I'm going to do music to glorify the Father as time goes on. But I need to work on myself. I sort of got a bit of a revelation that I need to work on myself. There's some certain habits and a circle of people I need to cut off, and fasting and reading the word and things that I need to do to build me up in my spirit before I'm truly ready to venture out into certain things like street preaching and stuff like that. I'm actually working on my online course for complex post-traumatic stress disorder, recovery from complex post-traumatic stress disorder, narcissistic abuse, CPTSD, PTSD, depression, anxiety, and it's basically like a collation of techniques, video techniques. They're the techniques that I use on myself every day to harmonise and balance myself. I've been through a lot of emotional and psychological abuse in my family unit from my father, and in interpersonal like relationships with narcissists, both in my working life and my relationships as well. Yeah, I'm building that and I'm working on that, and that should be ready to relaunch over the upcoming months, the next 2-3 months. I think there was a massive delay on it. The original building of the course and everything was massively delayed by COVID. There's some stuff on spiritual warfare in there, but there's like the whole Ho'oponopono prayer in there, which to me I call the repentance prayer now, which is basically saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and repenting. And you get a cleansing coming within your spirit and your body from the stress, the tension, the anxiety, the depression, the anger, the resentment, the bitterness, whatever it is. So yeah, that's all going to be hopefully finished over the upcoming months. So if anyone wants to jump on that, drop me a comment below and I'll email you. And that's basically about recovery from depression and anxiety, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, narcissistic abuse. It's all the video techniques that I do on myself. And yeah, there's going to be a part about spiritual warfare in there, witchcraft, demons, the occult, the new age, and how these things yoke your spirit to like demonic energy and how to get rid of it as well. So I'm very excited. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff happening in the background. So I probably won't be on my YouTube posting content that much at the moment. And that's just because I'm just so busy with everything else that I've got going on, but I will be back when it's time to be back. I really want to promote this page as well, to be brutally honest with you, the channel, so please share the content with other people. We need other people to find the content and share the content so we can continue to build Yah's kingdom online, God's kingdom online. And yeah, so that was just all I wanted to say. If you haven't been baptized, find someone in your area to get baptized. You can go on the last Reformation map online and message people on there. I'll plug the link for that down below. You'll be able to find someone to do the baptism on there. Wherever you are in the world, there's people doing baptisms. And yeah, so I strongly recommend you to get baptized if you haven't already. It took me 3 years to get baptized, not because I was lazy or anything. It was more so like I found a couple people that said that they were going to do baptisms, but I didn't like the pastors, I didn't like the churches. So I went to a couple churches, I didn't like the pastors, and I was like, I want this to be done properly. I want it to feel like a proper thing where I have a bond with the pastor knows who I am and knows my walk a little bit, rather than me just going and turning up and getting dunked underwater and then coming home. And so I waited, but also COVID happened and sort of delayed that as well. But don't delay. Yeah, things are opening up worldwide. You know, lockdowns lifting in the UK, lockdowns probably lifting in America. Actually, no, I think they might have gone back in, but things are starting to move forward a little bit. We've been in lockdown for COVID for quite a long time, so you know, don't delay, get it done. And yeah, here's my baptism video.
Father, send thy rock upon your son, and we lift him up before you today, as he want to be immersed in your name. For we truly are part of your body once we're immersed in Mashiach. And I pray, Father, for your glory and for your kingdom. So, Ian, I immerse you in the name of the Father, Yehovah, in the name of the Son, Yehoshua, and in the name of the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, well done.
Praise Yah. And I'll catch everybody in another video soon. Yah bless, peace, love, unity, faith, hope and charity. Rah.
So read the scriptures, I say.